5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Welcome to Side Income Planet and how to make money from home. And in this episode today, we're going to be looking at how you can make money from home using YouTube, the very platform you're viewing this film on. Let's start with some key facts. There are 2 billion active users every month on the YouTube platform. That's 1 in every 4 people on this planet. 79% of all internet users go on YouTube. 1 billion hours are watched every day on the platform, and more than 70% of that is viewed on mobile devices. On top of that, 400 hours of new content is uploaded every minute, so plenty for you to watch. So what is it we go on YouTube for? We go on it to see funny pets, funny cats, dogs, hamsters. We go on it for entertainment, to see dads dancing, to see people crashing on their bikes, and to see people who can sing like angels. We also go on it to learn how to do things, to learn how to play the guitar, to paint our nails, to fix a tap, to speak a language, to play chess, or to build a bird box. 90% of people on YouTube say that they discover new brands when they're on there. They allow themselves to follow the chain of other films that are there and be drawn into the other content. 99% of YouTube users only use it for the 2 reasons we've said: entertainment and to learn how to do something. So what do the other 1% do? Well, before I tell you that, very quickly, this is with Side Income Planet. We bring together ideas, best case examples, and models of how you can create your own side income earner, how you can build multiple lines of income. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel below. Please give us a thumbs up and leave a comment to tell us what other things you would like to learn about and where you can build a side income. So what is it that 1% does differently to the other 99%? Well, they have learned how to monetize YouTube as a platform. They have learned how to use it to their advantage and to sell products on it, to make money from it. And we want you to move from the 99% and change your mindset and move into the 1% where you monetize what you do on YouTube. How much money can you make? Well, this is PewDiePie. Perhaps you've heard of him. PewDiePie has 104 million subscribers. Don't know how much he's earned this year, but in 2018, it's estimated that he earned $15.5 million from YouTube. He has most subscribers in the whole world, but he's not out there on his own. This is Ryan and Ryan's World. Ryan there, you can see 24.7 million subscribers. And just look at that one film, 17 million views of one film that he and his mother have put up there. And Ryan earned something like $20 million last year from YouTube. Not bad for an 8-year-old. You're not going to be competing with Ryan and PewDiePie. You're not going to be competing with the Kardashians. It's important that you know how a more standard company actually builds its future on YouTube. And so this is Career Vids. This is a guy called Rick McMunn. He started off by writing books about how to become a police officer, how to become a firefighter, how to become a Royal Navy officer. And from that, he created the YouTube channel that you saw, Career Vids. He's now got it that he has 265,000 subscribers to his channel. Those subscribers watch approximately 1 million minutes worth of content every month. And what that does for Rick is that allows him to get £80,000 a year in sales from the videos that he has uploaded. And in terms of revenue from the adverts, which run alongside his videos, he receives $9,000 a month from YouTube. So Rick isn't a complex business. It is a well thought out business model. It is put into practice extremely well, but it is nothing extreme. It is nothing beyond what you are capable of. So let's make a note to self. Here and now, you can do this, but you need a strategy, a basic strategy to get you going. And there are 3 points to that. You need to build a channel, create your channel. You need to create content. And then you need to move from the 99% to the 1% and monetize what you have on YouTube. How do we build a channel? YouTube tells us. Google owns YouTube. Put a search into Google, how do I create a channel on YouTube? And you will come up with this video as your first hit. It's built by YouTube and it walks you through over 7 minutes exactly what to do on each step, from creating a Google account if you need to, through to creating a YouTube channel, to branding it, and through to uploading each video that you need on there. So step one, follow this film. It's 7 minutes long. It might take you 20 minutes to follow it and you'll have your channel up and running. Step two, you need something to go on that channel, something that you deliver. You need to focus on being a person of value, putting valuable information out there. It doesn't matter if it's in a niche. In fact, if it's in a niche, it's more likely to be successful. If it's too general, you will be competing with all the other millions and millions of minutes of content that are out there on that general subject. So if you can, the more niche, the better, but put something which is of value out there. 3 top misnomers about YouTube, which stop people getting engaged in it, stop people putting films up on it. The first is they believe you have to be a shameless self-promoter. No, you don't. You have to be prepared to put your product up there, your value proposition up there, so that people can look at it. If it's good enough, it will stand alone. You do not have to be that shameless self-promoter. You do not need to be flashy or pushy. Here's a Woodland Trust clip of film. Now that's been on for 11 years now. It has 21,000 views. The guys showing you how to plant a tree are not flashy or pushy. And you do not have to be outgoing or an extrovert. In fact, you don't even need to appear on your YouTube film. You can create cartoons, you can use presentations like this very one that you're watching. You don't need to be out there to deliver it yourself. And when you film it, it's highly likely you're going to be the only one in that room at that moment in time. So there's not going to be 1,000 people watching you. And when they do start to watch you, it's because you are being successful. So how do we go about filming it? You do not need a Hollywood film crew. You do not need 1 million cameras. You do not need highly expensive lighting systems and cameras with balancing systems to make your production look great. If you have a smartphone, then you have a sufficient camera and sufficient technology at your fingertips for you to be able to create your own YouTube content. In fact, people like reality, the slightly gritty feel of reality television. Just think of all those entertainment films that we featured right at the start. So if you can create it, if you can capture reasonable, they don't have to be world class, reasonable imagery on your smartphone, then you've got enough to upload to YouTube. But there are some things that you can use to help you. You could get yourself a selfie stick. Only costs about £10. You can carry it around easily. It just puts your smart camera a little bit further away from you so that you can actually get a better shot to capture your imagery. And if you look at sideincomplanet.com/resources, you'll see the selfie stick that we've bought and used ourselves. If you want to go one step further, you can buy yourself a thing called a ring light. They cost between £25 and £35 for an 18-inch ring light. It's a type of thing that a makeup artist would use. You can put it on a tripod stand, put your camera in the middle, and you can film yourself. And it just gives good lighting to you if you or somebody else is the object that you are choosing to film. And if you're going to have a voice or an audio reel with it, invest in a microphone. This is a Blue Yeti microphone. Costs about £90. You can get a good quality used one on eBay for about half of that price. And that makes a real big difference to how your film is received by people. One of the biggest turn-offs for people on YouTube is because the audio quality is not good enough. I hope the quality today meets your standards. And again, go to sideincomplanet.com/resources and you'll see the ring light and microphones that we have used ourselves. So there are probably 4 things that are stopping you right now. You don't have time to do it. None of us have time, except we do. We all have 24 hours in a day. We all have 7 days in a week. If you are prepared to use your smartphone, and if you want to produce a film which is only 7 minutes, 8 minutes long, then actually you don't need to do much more than film for 7 or 8 minutes, and it can go onto YouTube in its rough format. So time need not be hundreds of hours beyond your basic filming. It can be really only as much time as it takes to film and then to upload the content. You don't know how to do it? Well, you do. You've now watched this film. You know how to do it. Go to the Google, look up how to create a channel, and then think about your value proposition, what it is you're going to put up there. Get your smartphone out and start to film it. Put it on YouTube. You don't know what your value proposition is? That's a reasonable question. That's a good question. But think, how many times do people ever ask you for help or advice? And when they're asking you for help or advice, they're asking for something that you have which is of value to them. So you do know things. It may be that you are a really good football coach. It may be that you are an excellent carer. It may be that you know how to build birdhouses. It may be that you know how to make a joint on a piece of furniture. You do know things, and just filming those and putting them on can start to create and build up your content. Think of all the plumbing films that you watch when you're looking to work out how to repair your toilet. Basic things count as value propositions, and you can get them onto YouTube. And you're worried about the fear of failure. You're worried about what your friends will think and how they will laugh at you. They're not going to see your content until you succeed. And when you succeed, they're not going to be mocking you for failure. They're going to be looking at you with jealousy and asking you how you did it. Another value proposition. So that very quickly is our run through how to monetize and how you can create an income from home using YouTube. I hope you've enjoyed this film. Please subscribe to our channel below so that you keep up to date with all of the other ideas that we put on. Give us a thumbs up, please, so that we can build up our following and people can be drawn to this. And leave a comment. Tell us what it is you want to know about. If there are any ideas you want us to examine and then put a film up about with respect to creating a side income or multiple forms of income. If you want to find out more, go to our website. Go and have a look at some of our existing ideas that are out there. You can look at bit.ly/SIP posts, side income planet posts, SIP posts. And there you'll see some of the things we've already looked at. Could you do foreign exchange? Some of the must-reads, some of the steps you've got to get your business going. Thank you for joining us today. I hope this has been of value. Please join us for our next films and start to grow your side income. Stay safe.